Number 21, Maya Glorioso. Number 11, Grace Orlon. Number 9, Naya Simon. Number 14, Reagan Lashley. 00, Paisley Chison. Number 8, Kylie Lewis. And the rest of your Lady Tigers. Now, leading off for your Lady Eagles, number 20, Emma Davis. Number 18, Sawyer Shelton. Number 9, Kinsey Lyles. Number 17, Addison Wright. Number 23, Abby Bingleton. Number 1, Kate Parati. Number 12, Annabelle Drago. Number 13, Kaylee Bethman. Number 31, Mika Keogh. Number 4, Adeline Ledette. And the rest of your Lady Eagles. Please stand for the invocation, followed by the national anthem. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessings on the game that we're about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and action is pleasing to you. Let each one of us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially coaches, officials, parents, and the judges. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us to be aware of his presence with us in this game. And we ask all of this in Jesus' name.
And there you have it, national anthem and ready to go. Let's look through the starting lineups for you one more time. First for the visitors in this one from Marksville. Katie Lachenay will lead off. She'll be in the circle. Kaylee Lewis will bat second and play third base. Kristen Lachenay is behind the dish. Mia Glorioso plays shortstop. Gracie Bordelon at first base. Anaya Simon center field. Reagan Lachenay in left field. Paisley Chasson in right field, and Kylie Lewis there at second base. Looking defensively for your Eagles in left field is Belle Drago, center field Sawyer Shelton, right field Mika Keogh, third base Kinsey Lyles, shortstop is Emma Davis, second base Addie Wright, and first base Adeline Ledette. Flex player to there, the designated. Look at the goings on there in center field. We'll get follow Bell back across, and we'll get ready to get this thing going. See, that's now we can get this game started. Katie Lachenay will lead things off. Lachenay has been a double machine this season for this Marksville team. And we'll see what's going on here as we get ready to get started. First pitch was set for 10 a.m., and it's going to come in at 10:01. And this first one from Kaylee Methvin is out of the zone for ball one. You get a good look in at that infield, and Methvin with Parati behind the dish. Methvin rocks back, fires number 2, and a good hack at it, swung on and missed from Lachne. She'll miss that one. And that sun is going to play peekaboo, it looks like, so you'll see certainly different lighting on that camera as it adjusts. But we're out here in left field. 1-1 offering is changeup taken down low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Again, I am Doug Ann with 446 Sports. Delighted to have you out here. Eric Mouton will join us in game 2 and 3. Round robin action, and that one is lifted foul and over and out of play. They'll get that back in, but that evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And, well, this is a matchup. Probably the best hitter on the team for this Marksville Lady Tigers team, and they like to set the tone with Lachne in that leadoff spot. Methvin would like to set this down, rocks back, and that one is hammered way back, and Lachne is going to put it into the grass, and that will be a leadoff home run for Katie Lachne. We'll follow her around, and that's what we told you. She's easily the best hitter on this Marksville team, and she just fires away a 2-2 pitch and takes that in there, and that is 1 batter and 1 run for Marksville. Leadoff home run on a 3-2 pitch, or a 2-2 pitch. And that one's in the books. That'll bring Kaylee Lewis up, the third baseman here today. Methvin will rock back and fire this one. Check swing is in there for a strike. Was not able to hold up was Lewis. And that one's in there for strike 1. Yeah, boy, that like Katie has, and I don't think it went a good ways back. It did not have anything to do with the wind by any means. That one is lifted over to Methvin. She'll have it and gather it in herself. So that's a F1 on the putout for out number 1, and Kristen Lachne will step in. She is the Lady Tigers catcher today. Well, that one that Katie hit was a shot. That one up and out of the zone for ball 1. One ball and no strikes to the Lady Tigers catcher. Takes that one inside and off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. And they're on the hunt for the softball out there in center field now. That one down the right field scatters everybody in that dugout for Marksville. Ducking and covering and getting out of the way. We saw Lachne back in that jamboree game that they played, the Parish Jamboree in Avoyelles, and she was doing just the same thing as she did on that leadoff at bat. She is going to get her official invitation today. She doesn't know it yet. Her coaches do, but she doesn't know it. She's going to get her official invitation to our Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star game today. And she's a natural. She's going to be a good one. We settle in here. This is Kristen Lachne. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Lady Tigers catcher, and that one is ground over towards the right side and gloved there perfectly. And so our first time at the Brad Turney Cam. Don't forget, join us tomorrow night. We will be at Bricado's at 5 o'clock for Around the Diamond with Turney and Marks. You won't want to miss that. That one lifted out to center field, giving chase and diving and unable to get to it is Shelton. Boy, she made a good effort at it, but I think that wind played tricks on her a little bit. And they'll get a runner in for their catcher. Not sure who that's going to be, but that's a base hit because that was a long run for Shelton to have to go get that one. So 3 batters have hit, 2 have reached base. Mia Glorioso now the shortstop batting cleanup here. Menard in their green with pinstripes today. Good looking uniform set for the Lady Eagles. That one taken inside for strike one to Glorioso. That is the Tigers shortstop, and they've got trouble brewing here already. The leadoff home run, and then an out and another base hit, and that one swung on and missed. And strike two, 0-2. And this is where Methvin needs to dig back in and go in there and get that strikeout. And if you're going to get to Methvin, you want to get too early because she does get stronger every single batter. That one up and out of the zone, trying to get her to chase, but I don't think she wanted it that far out of the zone. As we told you, a lot of softball going on around the state today. We'll try to start updating that this evening. That's going to be inside. And boy, 2-strike count. You had 0-2 on Glorioso, and now a hit by pitch gets her down to first base, and that's going to send Kristen Lachenay to second base, and Gracie Bordelon, the first baseman, will stand in there. Not the start that you wanted. You'd like to come out and get this thing going clean. But as we told you, Methvin gets going more and more as the day goes by. Lady Eagles will face Lachenay today in this one, and she's a good one. So this is going to work itself out to be a pretty good ball game today. Methvin rocks back and delivers that one, and it is lifted back and foul. Bordelon, Simon, and Lachenay. Reagan Lachenay would be next. Won't be able just to say last names in that lineup because there's, I think, 4 of them in there. 3. That one misses up and... Did he call that strike 2? I guess he did. 0-2 here. Methvin needing to finish this batter off here. Misses low with what would have been a changeup. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. So if you can get a strikeout here, too, you start getting to the middle, bottom part of the lineup. Just allow the 1 run if you are Methvin and these Lady Eagles. Rocks back, fires this one, that rise ball, trying to get her to chase. And that's a good strikeout pitch for Methvin. Methvin, the senior, heading to Millsaps. She'll make her way over to Mississippi for her college career. Kayla will rock back and fire this one again up and out of the zone. And so after going 0-2 on consecutive batters, she hit the previous batter, which was Glorioso, and now Bordelon stands in there trying to work it all. The first. Swung on and missed, and that's a Sabine State Bank strikeout. And so that's what you really want to do with it. And that'll bring up Anaya Simon with 2 down. First strikeout today for Methvin. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Kaylee. We'll see if she can finish it off here. Maybe throw a ground ball. Good looking pitch. Misses there. But again, let me tell you, my angle is way over here. So when our home plate umpire friend goes back and second, squaring the bunt, and that bunt is laid down. Going to spin her out. Oh, it's picked up fair and airmailed down the line, and that's going to bring 1 run in. They'll send another in all the way to third and may send her. So what was laid down as a bunt by Simone was thrown down the line, and early on, Marksville is staked to a 3-0 lead in this one. They're going to rule. I've got to believe that's an infield single. Now, the run score, so no RBI are awarded. So it's a single, not a triple out of it. And that one was thrown. They'll take it all on the throw, and it is 3-0 with a runner at third base now for Marksville early. That first one taken out of the zone. Reagan Lachenay steps in. Already the 7th batter to hit here in this Marksville lineup. Goodness. Up and out of the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. You do hear the wind blowing through the microphone. It is certainly a windy day out here, but no complaints from us whatsoever because it will keep things cooled off. 3-0 count now from Methvin to the 7th spot hitting left fielder Reagan Lachenay. Paisley Chasson, the right fielder, would be next. Good looking pitch in there for the strike, and that's certainly what Methvin needed. I don't think you could have asked for a better start if you're Coach Jarvis and that Marksville Lady Tigers team. That one swung on and missed, and that's that rise ball that we talked about from Methvin that really is as good a strikeout pitch as you'll get from her. The senior right-hander rocks back trying to get out of this inning. Does it right down Main Street, and that's a Sabine State Bank strikeout. Strikeout looking. If you're looking for a bank, check out Sabine State Bank. Several locations around the state of Louisiana. So on that, 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on, due up for the Lady Eagles in the bottom half of the first. Emma Davis, Sawyer Shelton, and Kenzie Lyles when we return. There you get a look at Lachenay, the left-handed pitcher. Leadoff hitter, has the home run in the game. And we'll see Davis and Shelton and that group are able to answer. Again, our buddy Eric Mouton joins us in Game 2 and Game 3 of this one today. Somehow, he's making it just in time when the wings are ready and when lunch is gone. I don't know how that necessarily worked out, but get that Wallace High Associate scoreboard cleared off for you as we move to the bottom of the first. First pitch into Emma Davis is inside for ball 1. Second time that we have seen this Lady Tigers team again back in the parish tournament is where we were able to get an eye on them. That one, top half of the strike zone, even things up at a ball and a strike. Emma Davis made the move over from second base to shortstop this season with the departure of Sophie Giordano. That one back and fouled out of play, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Emma Davis would like to equal what the leadoff hitter did from Marksville, and that one is just popped up, and it's going to be fielded there, one unassisted by F1. As you hear the sirens going on behind us. F1 for the leadoff hitting Emma Davis, and that'll bring up Sawyer Shelton, the senior center fielder. Easy for me to say. Lefty-lefty matchup. We'll see how this works out. Good job sliding through. Backhand across the diamond. They're not going to get Sawyer. The throw pulled her off the bag just a little bit, but I don't think Glorioso was going to get the speedy Sawyer Shelton anyway, and that's going to go down as an infield single for Sawyer, and expect her to be around at third base pretty quick. And back to the hard-hitting Kenzie Lyles, who takes that one up for ball 1. Kenzie Lyles led the team in home runs a year ago as an 8th grader. Just a mountain of potential this year, and swinging the bat a little bit better over the last few games. So good to see that from Kenzie. Down the line, but foul. It's twisted around, and you see it picked up over there at third and brought back in. Ball and a strike now to Lyles. Expect to see Shelton off and going, maybe this pitch. And she is. That one is lifted in the air. She's going to have to make her way back. They'll think about the throw, but just unfortunate. And that's 2 pop-ups this inning on the infield around that base hit from Shelton, and that'll bring Addie Wright to the plate. Addie homered a couple of nights ago, or last week. I get my days confused. Bear with me. That is their out number 2. So we expect Sawyer again will be off and going pretty soon. Delighted that you're here on this Saturday morning with us. That one off the plate and high. Ball 1. Ball and a strike to Wright. Wright made the move from first base to second base, almost like the infield just shifted around a little bit when Giordano left a year ago. That one back to Lachne. She gloves it up the middle, and that will retire the side. So getting in the scorebook a lot in this one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. Due up for Marksville in the top half of the second is Chasson Lewis, and back to the top of the order when Katie Lachne. After 1, it is Marksville 3, Menard 0 when we come back. Back we go for the top of the second here in Alexandria, Louisiana, on the campus of Holy Savior Menard. We'll be back Monday night here for a big one as Sterlington comes to town. Always a good one. Sterlington always going to be in the mix when it comes to talking about Frash Park and state championships and the like. That one misses for ball 1. And Chasson in there with a 1-0 count. Methvin will rock back and deliver this. Swung on and missed, and good-looking fastball there from Methvin evens the count at a ball and a strike. Got to make our way back down to Lafayette, or to Baton Rouge area. That one is bunted back to the right side and going to roll around and go foul, and kind of in no man's land. We're just about out of that beef jerky from Bosco's. Again, we've told you we're not endorsed by them whatsoever. Would love to be. We'll trade out commercials for some more of that. But go by there. It's the best beef jerky in the state by far. Anyway, that's my pitch for it. And speaking of pitches, that one misses down low and evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one from Methvin, the 2-2, just inside. Well, she wanted that one, as did the Menard faithful here. Everybody except Chasson wanted that one, and it's a full count now to the leadoff hitter for strikeout number 2 on the is correction. That is 3 strikeouts now for Methvin. And that will get us to the 9 spot in Kylie Lewis, the second baseman. Takes strike 1 inside, and more Methvin is starting to find it, and that's what you want. Now they'll have to find something offensively, but her her rhythm as early as you can is what you want. Swung on and missed there. It's 0-2 quickly. Sun starting to make its way out again behind those clouds. Thankful for the cloud cover that is here. That one lifted and fouled back towards the on-deck circle, and we'll repeat the 0-2 count. Waiting on deck in that on-deck circle is Katie Lashney. She homered on a 2-2 offering back in the first. Check swing there. Got it. They're checking it, saying yes, she went. I think he called for it prior to a good-looking strike there. Call that swinging, and that is 3 strikeouts in a row for Methvin. That is her 4th Sabine State Bank strikeout, and that gets us back to the top of the Marksville Tiger order. And Katie Lashney with 2 down. The lefty homered in her first at-bat today. This time it's a check. Much. The lefty's got the power, of course, to get it out of here. We've seen that, and we've seen swung on and missed. Good-looking pitch from Methvin. And I think, boy, it's just hard. And she's had a couple of batters pop up those as well. When she gets that rising fastball up there, it's just difficult to get on top of it. That one back and punched into that net. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now. If she can get that over, I think you've got a good opportunity here to get the strikeout. Methvin looks into Parati, gets a sign and just misses away with that one. Good take by Lashney. That when she tried to throw that change up. Now you've got yourself in a precarious situation as full count. You don't want to walk by. I don't think putting her on is that big of an issue. I still don't think you give in and go fastball down the middle here, but we shall see. 3-2 offering. That change up, and it's lifted high and back and at the wall and gone. And that is home run number 2 for Lashney. That's why we said we don't think that missing with one and putting her on is a terrible thing. That is the reason that young lady is getting an invite to the games. She is just a hitter. She will be representing Marksville in the All-Star game. That is home run number 2 on the day for Lashney, and my goodness. Thankfully, the 5 solo shots. You just don't want to give up multi bases. You don't want a couple of walks in front of it or anything like that. That was wind aided. Certainly would believe that because it just kept going and going, and Shelton grabbed that one, but that one misses inside. And a ball and a strike. Back in the first, this was the one that just popped up. Kaylee Lewis popped up to Methvin. Well, you give some runs. Big things. That is a 2-out walk that is delivered to Lewis, and she'll make her way down to first base, and that'll bring up Kristen Lashney. That one is going to drift over there. Lyles giving a shot at it, and it's just going to go foul. Rocks back and fires that one and is lifted. And it looks like coming up, and Addy is going to dive for it, not going to have it. Runner's going to be out at third base, though, as that play was made as Lewis kept going around. And so Lajnay, she'll get the infield single because that was a tough play. I would expect, anyway, for the third out there. But again, it is one run on 2 hits. There is Lajnay is what they'll give her for that one. So you've got 2 hits, 1 run, 1 left on after this. So they pick up 1 run. Going to the bottom of the second, 4-0. Marksville leads this one. Abby Claire Fingleton, Kate Perotti, and Belle Drago due up after the break. Singleton, Perotti, and Drake. The wind has continued to blow out, and these Lady Eagles are going to have to get something going. Lajnay, she just continues to get stronger. That one misses up and out of the zone for ball 1. Fingleton serving as the leadoff hitter here in this, but hits 5th in the lineup. Lajnay rocks back and delivers. The lefty throws that one right across the plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Left-handed movement on there is just it's a tough one. There's no doubt about it. 1-1 offering now to Fingleton. Ground back to, I guess, just off the plate, and they'll get that and get it back in, and it is now a ball and 2 strikes. Katie rocks back, delivers this one just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye from Fingleton. 2-2 offering. Rockback fires this one. Swung on and missed and down on strikes. And that is the first strikeout of the game for the Eagles. And Kate Perotti, the catcher, will step in. If you're down at these sulfur tournaments or wherever you're at and you just happen to have us on, we appreciate you. Make sure you jump in the comments of it or send us a shout out on the page of who you're watching, who you're listening to, and what some scores are down that way. Lajnay rocks back, delivers this one. The ground ball is out in front. She'll field it herself, spin, and throw to first, and that will be out number 2. So a ground out to Perotti, and just not hitting the ball. I don't think there's been one out of the infield, because you remember Shelton's single was an infield single. 2 up, 2 down for Belle Drago. I'd like to see Belle get going here. That ground ball is up the middle, and there is Belle getting things going. That's a base hit from Drago. out of the 7th spot. She'll reach with 2 down, and that is a good, solid base hit. Kaylee Methvin now will step in, and, well, Kaylee's got to do something to help herself out here. Lashne, she could cut that in half right here, get one up in the air against the lefty. Takes that one down low for ball 1. Good hard smash up the middle as well. So back-to-back base hits. You'll get a courtesy runner in for Methvin, and if I had to guess, it'd be Parker Albanian. And that does look like what's going to happen, and it does. So Parker will make her way back over to first. Hits. Mika Keogh looking to keep things going and pay it off here. Keogh plays right field. A couple of diving stabs, defensive gems back in Sulphur a year ago as part of that state championship run. Earned herself a spot out in right field now. That one taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Nothing in 1 now to Keogh. Lashne battling here against the 9 spot, wanting to get this out without flipping the lineup over. That is a ground ball that's going to come to the shortstop. Across the diamond they go, and in time for the out. And Marksville able to get out of that, allowed the 2 base hits. So it is no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on after 2 complete. It is 4-0 Marksville. Top of the 3rd coming up. Glorioso will lead things off for Marksville in the top of the 3rd. Swung on and missed there. She was down 0-2. Took a ball, 1-2, and then was hit by a pitch. Came around to score on that bunt throwaway back in inning number 1. Good looking pitch, and now Kaylee's got her 0-2 once again. That's where you'd like to see Kaylee work through this inning without allowing anybody that one up and out of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And get back, because you got the top of the order coming in if you are the Lady Eagles. Davis, Shelton, and swung on and missed, and that's the Bean State Bank strikeout, and that is strikeout number 5 for Methvin, and the first out of the 3rd. And that will bring to the plate Gracie Bordelon. Gracie Bordelon was one of those 5 strikeout victims. As a matter of fact, she was number 1 along the way. She'll come up and see what she's able to do here. As we play top 3, swung on and missed. That's that good rise fastball that we know that Methvin throws. It's a pretty good out pitch, pretty good, just a good pitch all around for the senior right-hander. Oh, she took something off of that one too, and that's that good-looking changeup because you don't change your arm motion, your delivery at all. Methvin rocks back and throws that changeup again and way out in front of it. And again, they'll have it and get things going. We'll repeat the 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, that drop ball, she started high. Thought we had an opportunity to get that strikeout, but just rolled over the top of the zone. And the 2-2 offering coming, and she hits her. And that is what happened a batter ago, but that's twice now that she's had a 2-strike count on the batter and ended up hitting them. And we'll put Bortle on. I don't remember Kaylee hitting that many batters this season at all. And she's got a couple here through 3 innings. And that will get Anaya Simon back to the plate, Simone. Depends on where we're watching from. That one out of the zone for ball 1. And we talked to Coach Jarvis prior to the game, and was concerned about it. They lost their second baseman to a hand area to play, another Lachne, as you might imagine. And so our best wishes to that young lady. Had screws put in it here now. So a hit by a pitch and a walk after getting the strikeout to get things going. And Reagan Lachne will step in, who was a strikeout. So strike 1 was the call. That you want to get that pitch laid down, that bunt, and move your runners over, because you have an opportunity to get runners at second and third with a couple outs, and the base hit would women are the base runners. Both of them by free passes. Swung on and missed and down on strikes, and that is Sabine State Bank strikeout number 6. That one swinging. Swing by Sabine State Bank. They've got a location right there on Jackson Street, right at the red light. Make sure you go by there and tell them that you heard about them on 446 Sports. 2 down, runners at first and second, and that's going to bring Paisley Chasson to the plate. She is a right fielder, strikeout victim back in the second inning. She gets a lot of folks to chase on that one, and this time to get out of nothing, to get out of harm. Paisley and swung on off of the 1-2 through that 2 down here in the top of the third. We play 4-0 Marksville. And nothing has to lead down this one. Methvin will rock back and deliver here. And misses 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on and missed. Sabine State Bank strikeout number 7 on the afternoon, but the damage being done. That is a first clean inning here. Had a base runner on, but no runs allowed. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on. We move to the bottom of the third. It is 4-0. Marksville due up for the Lady Eagles. It's the top of the order in Davis, Shelton, and Lyles, and we'll see what the top 3 can get going when we come back. Emma Davis steps to the plate here as we move to the bottom of the third. Again, we told you that this is round robin day. That one up and out of the zone to start things off. Ball one from the left-handed Katie Lachenay. Lachenay 2 for 2 with 2 home runs on the day out of the leadoff spot. As thus far has allowed no runs, but 3 hits to the Lady Eagles. That one down the line and a good snag over there. A ball and a strike to Davis. Ball and a strike to the leadoff hitting Emma Davis. Emma Davis, the shortstop for the Lady Eagles, lifts that one back foul and out of play. That's a ball and 2 strikes. Only 1 strikeout on the day from Lachenay, but she has been getting hitters to pop up and ground out, and there's not been a ball that has left the infield today. As we play on in the third, Katie rocks back and fires this one in, and that ground ball is backing off to the side where it is handled. Ball and 2 strikes. I'll repeat this offering. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody down to the leadoff hitting Emma Davis. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes goes Davis. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Lachenay, and that's out number 1. It's Sawyer Shelton, who has a base hit in this one. One of those 3 that the Lady Eagles have, but they have scattered. Slaps this one. Again, that's going to be another base hit, as Sawyer just putting the ball where she wants to today. And that's good to see Sawyer getting going with that. And that is 2 for 2 start for Shelton. Only time she was on prior back in the first inning. We saw her take off on 1 pitch, but that one was popped up. So we'll see if Lyles is able to do anything. You just need a little bit of a spark. And off and going is Shelton, and she'll have second base taken rather easily, as we told you we thought she might. This time she's first pitch running, and now runner in scoring position for the Lady Eagles. That one by Lyles lifted out to shortstop where it's gathered, and nothing in the air has left the infield now. Sawyer remains at second, and that's 0 for 2 now for Lyles. And she is the second out. So a base hit sandwiched between 2 outs, and Addie Wright has to keep things going. That one down the line is going to be caught in foul territory and does not do it. So 2 back-to-back outs pretty quick, Lyles and Wright, and that will retire the side. And once again, Strand, Sawyer. So the first inning and third inning eerily similar, and out at the leadoff spot, a base hit from Sawyer, and then outs from the third and fourth spot, and that leaves us scoreless after 3 complete. We move to the top of the fourth. Marksville leads this one 4-0. Due up, it is Lewis, Lachenay, and Kaylee Lewis when we come back. Back we are at Holy Savior Menard, round robin day. Marksville and Oak Hill set to go next, and we'll bring that one to you. Try to. That one lifted high and down the line and fouling out of play. And strike 1. Leading off, we told you, is Kylie Lewis. Lewis was one of the seven strikeouts recorded by Methvin here today. That one fouled straight back. But the story in this one has been Lachne. Katie Lachne, 2 home runs, and has been solid in the circle. That one up and out of the zone, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. You got to keep a runner off of base. Lewis cannot reach base here ahead of Lachne. That one fouled off to the right side, and it's, again, as we told you, ball and 2 strikes. Methvin stares into Parati. She's got her sign, and they rock back and deliver this one. Change up is there, and that's Sabine State Bank strikeout, number 8 of the day. First out here, and that'll get back to the top of the order. And look, there is no shame in not letting this young lady hit. That one lifted foul back and out of play. 2 for 2 on the afternoon. A couple of home runs out to center field for the sophomore Lachne. Nothing in 1 for Methvin. You'd like to see Methvin put all of that behind her and come back and get this one. That one up and out of the zone. Settling in for a good long day of softball. Methvin will settle herself, gets in and fires this one across, and Lachne takes that one off the plate for 2 balls and a strike. Methvin the 2-1 offering here, and Lachne serves that one up over the batting facility back there where it goes, and once again a couple of strikes on her. That one outer half, or over in the other box, and that's a ball and 2. Is going to be gathered in, and again Drago with another base hit. She's 2 for 2, so she's having herself a good game here. And Methvin will hit behind her. If Methvin could find a way to get a hold of one here and cut this thing in half, you just got to get a little bit of momentum going for these Lady Eagles, and dating back to a tough one that they had on Wednesday against one of the nation's best in Calvary. Need them to shake that they'll stand in now, and that one looking at the stolen base, and Drago was going to be in there, and she takes second base, so good work by Bell. And that ball gets away, and Bell's going to make her way over to third, too, as it came back around. Now nobody at home, but the ball is back there. And so move Drago all the way around to third, and this is the first opportunity really that Menard has had to get somebody in just 60 feet away. That one lifted high and foul and back out of play. well, if you're Menard, you just want to find a way to scratch one across and get off that schneid. It has been a few innings since they've brought a run across, and you know their hitting is contagious. You got to have something that sparks this Lady Eagle lineup, and that is a good-looking changeup, and that will end the inning. So Sabine State strikeout there, and the third out of the inning. So for the Lady Eagles, no runs on one hit, no errors, one left on. That was Beldrago. She's 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and we have completed 4 innings and still goose eggs for the Lady Eagles. We move top of the 5th, and it is going to be Kristen Lajnay, the catcher, Mia Glorioso, the shortstop, and Gracie Bordelon due up when we come back. We move top 5 here. Kristen Lajnay, Mia Glorioso, and Gracie Bordelon due up. And Methvin again just trying to keep it right here. That one misses down low for ball 1. Start looking ahead at what the Eagles have coming up. They've got 9-1-2 in their half of the 5th. Kaylee's got to keep it clean here, and she'll have to do that at 4-5-6. Swung on and missed. That's a ball and a strike. We do not need those clouds to go away, and they're starting to dissipate a little bit. Methvin throws that change up, but out of the zone, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Glorioso with a strikeout and a hit by pitch earlier in this one. She was hit back in the first inning. That one is lifted out to center field, but Shelton is there waiting for it and gathers it in. And that is out number 1. And that's what you want. Put it in play and give that defense an opportunity to make some plays. That is out number 1. 0 for 3 now for Glorioso. Correction, 0 for 2 as she was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the first. And Gracie Bordelon, who was hit back in the third and has a strikeout, will stand in here and bat now, and that one is taken for strike 1. Big day for us at 446 Sports. Just keep on keeping up with all the updates that we have. We've got 3 games for you today. Of course, Menard and Marksville, Holy Savior Menard and Marksville playing now. We've got Marksville and Oak Hill coming up next. And then Holy Savior Menard, and that is Sabine State Bank strikeout number 9 on the day for Methvin. And Bordelon the second time today, she has went down via the punch out, and that's going to bring Anaya Simon to the plate. Simon will bat with 2 outs, takes that one in there for strike 1. Swinging strike there on Anaya. Up and out of the zone, a ball and a strike. Wind starting to blow, sun out, baking our equipment and just causing all kinds of chaos up here in the perch. Swung on through that one, and a ball and 2 strikes. We'll keep keep the scoreboard with you up here until that comes back. Down on strikes she goes, and that is Sabine State Bank. Strikeout number 10 for Methvin. 10 strikeouts on the afternoon is always a great thing to have. A little bit of work, though, for the Lady Eagles as they come up in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Mika Keogh, Emma Davis, and Sawyer Shelton. 9-1-2 due up for the Lady Eagles when we come back. Concerns about our internet. We'll have to go back in and look and see what is happening there. Shows on our side of it that it's still working, but ground ball over to shortstop. Across the diamond they go. And we'll look into that and try to get it up and going again for you. If you're watching back there, let us know if it's... Looks like it died on us, so we're going to get in. That one from Davis, base hit over the top. Don't know if we are still on. We're checking some things, so y'all hang in there with us. There is one out, runner at second base for the Eagles. If you still have us over on YouTube, it shows that it's still there. That one ground up to the middle. Lachne is going to get it and fire over to first, and that'll be 2 outs. base hit to the near side, and it's going to be down. Get there, and one run will come across and score, and that is an RBI for Kenzie Lyles as we try to keep things going. So our YouTube folks are still watching this one, and you see that it is 4-1 now. May or may not have that game 2 for you. Sun's starting to play havoc. That one lifted foul and out of play. Good looking base hit up the middle there by Addie Wright, and they're going to wave Lyles around, and she'll come around and score, and it's 4-2 now in this one. RBIs by Davis, or by Lyles and Wright now. And a 4-2 ball game here. Right back to Lajne up the middle, and that will do it, but not before the Eagles pick up 2. We'll and try to get things worked out, and we'll be back with you momentarily. Back we go in the top of the 6th. All kinds of chaos with the internet today, and we are apologies for that. But Menard does pick up a couple of runs in the bottom of the 5th. It is 4-2 here now. And that's a good-looking strikeout there, and out number 1. So they did exactly what they needed to do. They cut back into that lead, made it a 4-2 ball game. Those of you from Facebook joining us over on YouTube now. Good-looking pitch there, swung on and missed. And Methvin has just continued. She's settling down, and she's keeping it where it needs to be. Back-to-back outs recorded there by Methvin. That one, the Sabine State Bank strikeout. And so we do have our YouTube feed, and of course if you're hearing that, then you know that we do because you're watching it on YouTube. We'll try to share this over to our Facebook page and resume it from there. Again, we apologize for the difficulties that we're having there, but this computer heating up and the sun and the internet and all of those things, you can insert whatever you want. Swung on and missed, and Kaylee Methvin just dealing here. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Lady Eagles now trail this 4-2, but they're battling back in it. We'll see what happens here. Bottom 6 when we come back. Kay Parati will stand in for the Lady Eagles as they trail at 4-2. Bottom of the 6th, and that is a over to short across the diamond and is there for out number 1. Of course, the issues are Facebook. We invite you to click on that YouTube feed and make your way over. Facebook sometimes doesn't like the home plate music that gets played, and it will mess it up, that walk-up music. Boy, if it triggers them every now and then, it'll get them, but we're rolling right along. That one, a base hit between first and second, going to be gathered in. And down and on bases. Belle Drago with her 3rd base hit of the day. So what a day by Drago there. Methvin 1 for 2 behind her. But I'm telling you, the left fielder, Belle Drago, is having herself a day. Methvin will step in now. Boy, Methvin would like nothing better than to tie this thing back up. And there goes Drago with her 2nd stolen base of the day. Young lady's having a game. That is 3 for 3, 2 stolen bases. We'll see if they're able to pick her up here. Four to 2, bottom of the 6th we play. Spinning and laying that bunt down, and that's a good one. They're going to have to go. They put the tag on over at first. Boy, that's just good thinking by Lachine to pick that ball up and tag Methvin. That does move. That moves Drago over to 3rd base, so she would score likely on a pass ball from there. We'll get an eye in and look, keep an eye on her. Having a great day is the sophomore. She's been hit, I told you before this game, she's been swinging the bat really well. Mika Keogh takes that one in there for strike 1. When you like to see Keogh get on ahead of Emma Davis now and give her a shot at it. Running out of chances if you're the Lady Eagles. And you got a run at 3rd that would get you a little bit closer. That one off the plate for ball 1. Final score from the Pineville tournament. Notre Dame big 17-2 over Alexandria in that one. Swung through that one and no balls and 1 ball and 2 strikes. Keogh almost trying to do a little bit too much with that one. Keogh represents the 9 spot in the bottom of the 7th. If nothing changes here, you will have Davis, Shelton, Lyles, and Wright coming up. And they got hot there last time around. That one up and out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oak Hill and Marksville should follow this about 30 minutes behind. Again, we will leave it over on our YouTube page and share the link over to Facebook because that's given us a little bit of issue. That one lifted high and over to 2nd base where it's going to be gathered in. and that will retire the side. So a Bell Drago base hit gets wasted, and that will end it here in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. Go to the top of the 7th, and then again, due up, it will be Davis, Shelton, and Lyles if you're looking ahead, but Marksville going to have something to say about that in the top of the 7th, see if they can get something going as well. We'll do all of that when we come back. This is Kylie Lewis that will lead things off. She represents a 9 spot for you, and that only means that Lachne is waiting on deck. That one, ground ball between first and second. Good looking shot there out of the 9 spot and hustling down with a base hit. That will bring Lachne to the plate. That's 2 for 3 on the day. That is a good looking base hit from Kylie Lewis. This is that inning, though. You've got to keep it right here if you're Menard. Of course, if you're Marksville, you're wanting to add a little something to it, and you've got the heart of your order coming up now. Methvin throws that up and in. Ball 1. Good looking pitch from Methvin there and evens things up at a ball and a strike. One delivery now to Lachne. She squares around a bunter, fakes the idea of it, and boy, that's tough when you show that as a leadoff hitter that's got 2 home runs on the day, is that you show that you might lay one down, but I don't think anybody is buying into that. I think she was more or less just waiting for the pitch to go by. That one is lifted down the line over here where we're at, and it's going to bounce around foul in that area by the gate that you come in, and that's why those guys moved from cooking up. So last year during this round robin, they cooked over in this area where they're at. Now, we told you at the start of the game, they're back here, and those wings should be ready pretty soon. Back to action we go here. Base hit out there, and they're going to wave the runner around. Play at third, not going to be there, bounce around, and they're going to send her home. She's going to get there easily as it hit that brick wall and bounced around, and that is a big insurance run. Got to score that a single for Lachne. She won't get an RBI as that run came around on the throw. That one missed foul. So Lachne is the runner at second base. It is now 5-2 we play. And Kaylee Lewis stands in. She'll square around to lay that one down and pushes it foul. And that's quickly 0-2. Good looking pitch and a Sabine State Bank strikeout for Kaylee Methvin. And out number 1. See if we can get some of those numbers for you on Methvin and these two as they're locked up in a pretty good duel. I told you that left-hander from Marksville is a good one. Five to 2. Only 4 hits for Marksville. Menard has out-hit them 9-4, but it's 4 errors. But of those 4 hits, 3 of them have left the yard, or 2 of them have left the yard, and 3 of those belong to Katie Lachenay. She's got 3. She's 3 for 4. That one smoked. That'll be the 5th hit of the game, and Lachenay is going to hustle around. They won't throw there, so now that is the 3rd run scored of the day for Lachenay, and it was Kristen Lachenay that drives her in, the catcher. 3 for 4, 2 RBI, 3 runs scored. She has struck out 3, allowed 9 hits and a couple of runs, but scattered those over 6 innings. Methvin has thrown 6 1/3, 6 runs, 3 of those earned, 14 strikeouts on the day. Really good performance. But of the 5 hits she's given up, 3 have been to Katie Lachenay and 2 have been in the grass back where we're at. So not a bad day either side of it. It's just the big long flies from Lachenay that are the difference in this one. Get that updated. It is now 6-2. So the couple of runs that Menard was able to get back, Marksville now has gained them back themselves, and it is a 7-2 ball game, 6-2 ball game, correction. That one bunted back and foul. 6 runs, 5 hits for Marksville. 2 runs, 9 hits for Menard. Oak Hill folks getting ready to go. I think they'll probably take about a 30-minute break between these 2 games, but we play in the 7th. Swung through that one and missed. Good looking pitch from Methvin. And now strikeout number 15 on the day. And there are 2 down here, top of the 7th. But the damage has been done with a couple of runs already. You'd like to see Kaylee get out of it and keep it right here where it's at. Remember that Facebook feed giving us grief, so glad that you found us over here on YouTube. That one is launched out in front of Drago. Drago's got it, and they'll throw back in front of the runner. And runners now at first and second, so a good piece of hitting there. Lady Eagles trying to close this out and get those bats coming back up. Again, they will have the top of the lineup up, but you're digging yourself in a hole against a Katie Lachenay who has thrown the ball really, really well. Up and out of the zone, ball 1. That one lifted back foul. Tried to throw the change-up, did Methvin, and that one misses up and out of the zone. We told you Marksville and Oak Hill set to do battle after this one, and then Menard and Oak Hill will come back for the 2 o'clock-ish game, if you will. That one misses low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. That one is there, top half of the zone, even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oak Hill team coming in. That one ground foul. Get to see Livy Garcia, we think. Brayley Cetus is there. Laney Johnson, Roz Duce, and that group come into this one. 8th grader is Garcia. She's the one that took that shot off the face mask the other day in the Pine Prairie game. And good to see her back and going. And that, guys, is why they have that mask in place. That is ball 4, and that's going to load them up. Looks like a pinch hitter going to come in here as they're making an adjustment with the umpire, so that's more than just the courtesy runner. Should be about a 30-minute break between games. And we'll have that one for you. We'll give everything up here a moment to rest. Electronics and sunlight don't really mix too well. That one in there for strike 1. You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. The Lady Tigers lead this one 6-2, and they've got them loaded with 2 outs in the 7th. That one up and out of the zone. Ball 1. This is Abby St. Romain. Abby St. Romain has come in to pinch hit. Good to see some of these younger players getting at bats. Rock back and fire, Will Cayley. That one misses low, 2 balls and a strike. Certainly nowhere to put her. You've got to throw this one down the middle and let the bat beat you. And a tough afternoon for the Lady Eagles, but they still have an opportunity. That one ground off to the right side. Ledette is going to have it. She'll grab the base, and that will retire the side, but not before a couple of runs come across for Marksville. They lead it 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Top of the lineup due up for the Lady Eagles. It will be their last opportunity as Davis, Shelton, and Lyles come to the plate, and we'll see all of that right after this. Emma Davis represents the start of the last opportunity for the Lady Eagles. 1-2-3 here against Lachenay, pardon me. 6-2. We play on in the bottom of the 7th. Final opportunity. Lachenay rocks back to Davis, delivers her first one, and it is low for ball 1. Davis and Shelton and Lyles had good innings an inning ago, or 2 innings when they got that run across in the 5th of the 2 runs. That one lifted high. Camping out. That wind is going to catch it and go off the wall, and so that is going to be a lead-off triple for Emma Davis. And that's absolutely what you want to do. That ball just continued to drift and drift and drift on the right fielder, and making it all the way around, and that'll bring up Sawyer Shelton. Lady Eagles trying to mount a comeback. Had a good one last night down in that Lutcher game. You saw that on 446 Sports, but Lady Eagles have some work to do here. Sawyer pops this one up, and it is gathered in by the third baseman, and that's not, boy, you see the frustration on Shelton as she drops that bat like she does. One down here in the bottom of the 7th. 6-2 Lady Eagles lead this one. Kenzie Lyles stands in, had a good base hit her last time up. But I think you trade outs for runs. And Lachne will rock back and deliver this one. Kenzie puts a charge in it way back, and it is gone. And we told you that the young lady could do just that. And what was a 6-2 lead is now a 6-4 lead. And that one shows, I don't know, as good a piece of hitting as anything does because she didn't pull it down the line. Most of her home runs have been pulled, and she takes a really good left-handed pitching Katie Lachne over the center field fence, and that snugs things up at 6-4. That one in there to Addie Wright for the strike. 6-4 now, one out. Menard have a little magic in them. That just shows you how big those two runs in the top of the 7th were. Addie Wright just over the head. That's going to be trouble, but in time. Good-looking work out there at second base to come up and get that as that ball had just dropped, and now there are two down in the bottom of the 7th. And Abby Claire Fingleton, Parati, and Drago. Well, you like your odds if you can get Abby Claire and Parati on board. Drago has had herself a pretty good game. She's 3 for 3 on the day, but that would take a lot of work. Lachne rocks back, delivers this one up and out of the zone. Ball one. Good to see Kenzie Lyles battling back like she has. Told you she was swinging it a lot better. That is a home run there. Up and out of the zone, 2 balls and no strikes. Is there a miracle at Menard? We will see. 6-4 now in this one. That one bounces around, and that's 3 balls and no strikes. If you get Abby Claire on, expect that you'll get a runner in there, somebody a little quicker, because this is an important run. I think Coach Turney is looking at that situation now. Lachne rocks back, offers the 3-0, and it's out of the zone, and it is a 4-pitch walk that will put Abby Claire on. And Kate Parati coming in. And so just as we thought, you're going to get a runner in, and that is Parker Nalbanian that will enter. She's not going to be a courtesy runner in this particular situation, which she was a little earlier, but she will work as the actual sub in this one. Expect, should things get tied up, that she'll re-enter. She may go out to play right field, too, in this, but they're entering her into the designated player position is what they'll do. And catcher Kate Parati stands in there. Runner at first base, 2 down. 2-run home run has tightened things up a little bit, and that one top half of the strike zone for strike one. That one up and out of the zone. Again, you're a batter away with 2 outs from a young lady that's 3 for 3 on the day and has been swinging it well. You got to try anything just to give an opportunity. Tying run is at the plate in this one, in the form of the catcher, Kate Parati. Kate hammers that one. Back chasing the right fielder back, and she's going to have it at the wall, and that will retire it. Boy, the last one went over her head. This one did not. Parati gave it a ride. She has nothing to be upset about on that one. Boy, that you think scores both the runs, but that is the final here. Marksville hangs on to win this one. Katie Lachne, the pitcher that gets the win. Methvin will be charged with the loss in this one. 2 home runs on the day for Katie Lachne, 1 for Kenzie Lyles, and my goodness, 6-4 your final here And that's going to wrap things up. Again, we've got to believe about 30 minutes until first pitch on this one because they will give Marksville a little bit of time to get back and get going. Game was scheduled to start at 12 o'clock. I expect probably 12:10 or so, but we'll keep you posted on that. Keep it on our YouTube channel. That's where the game will be today. It won't be over to Facebook because Facebook, again, doesn't like the in-stadium music today for some reason, and that kicked us out of there. But that will do it. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports. You guys have been a blast to hang out with and watch some softball. We'll see you back here in